No music, guy. I got no music because I'm in a cage in the jungle. Yeah, you guys probably already figured out that I was probably going to get arrested, okay, in some foreign country, right? Like this guy, this bald white guy who says ridiculous things, he's probably going to get thrown in a cage one of these days. Well, guess what, guy? You were right. I'm in a cage. Help. Please send help. Please send help. No, guy, it's episode, I don't know, 217. So I feel like I got malaria. How about that? Been moving a lot. And I'm your host, Alex Woody. I'm in Mexico. I'm in the jungle. That was a chair. I didn't. I didn't get in trouble because you know me, guy. I'm sly. I'm Alex Sticky Fingers Woody. No one sees me coming. Not even my wife. Where is it, hon? You gotta pretend you came. I came for sure. It's not lit. Yeah. Guys, I am happy to report I survived the Mexico trip. Well, so far. And I'm here in the jungle. I'm in a resort that I just bought. Yes, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a multi-billionaire. And I just bought this hotel, and I'm super pumped. No, guys, you really think I bought this hotel and was making hella money? I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast. But I'm happy that I didn't die so far. We always go on, right? But no, it's been a hell of a trip. Let me tell you, eye opening. You know, there's a lot of uh, rich feelings when you're on vacation. You know, when you go on vacation, like this is how rich people live all the time. You know, you get a glimpse of it for like 7 days, but like people that are going like this, they put their hand in their chest. That's what they do in this resort. Every time you walk by them, they go, hola. But they put their hand in their chest. And one time I was kind of drunk and I did it back to the guy thinking he was like kind of like waving. My wife's like, what are you doing? That's demeaning. They're taller, you asshole, white guy. I was like, sorry. You know, he's kind of carrying me out. But those are people, you know? I think that was her cousin. So, you know, I'm getting a glimpse. I bet you there's rich people out there that have all their butlers do some kind of sign. I would have my butlers go like this every time I walk by, you know, Woody. And I'm loving it. I wish I could not leave because this is fucking fancy. Now, let me tell you, my trip, it didn't start being at a fancy place in the jungle with cool ass chairs. Looks like my mom had in the 70s when she was a hippie. You know, my trip coming here got to go to real Mexico, you know, when there isn't no white people going, oh my God, this is great. Oh, free drinks. You know, this is, I went to Mexico when white people were like, oh my God, go, get the hell out of here. You know, I went to the part of Mexico where if you're a bald, chubby white guy with a beard that may have a podcast called Midnight in the Bay, if they're gonna stare at you, I I got some stares for sure. I definitely got some stares, and I was in a neighborhood where there was one white person. There was a one guy going, "Oh my God, they have a Starbucks here too." You know, these were straight, hardworking Mexican dudes. They all they all eat food off the street. It's fucking dope. I wish I had a place uh, that was by street food. You know, I'd be 6,000 pounds, probably dead. But you know, it's dope that they can leave their house and then go right around the corner and goes. They all their bathrooms though you gotta pay for. We go to Guadalajara, which is like the Mexico I'm talking about. Okay, not your standard Mexico. This is real Mexico. That's tourist shit. Okay. And I gotta go bad because when you have diarrhea here, it comes out of nowhere. It's like that friend you haven't talked to for 10 years because They went on a psychedelic trip that never came back mentally. You know what I mean? Or they get real religious. You're like, who is this guy? He's annoying. I can't put the Led Zeppelin in the car. It's like one of those guys hitting you up out of the blue, like, hey, is this still your number? Yeah, guy, are you still fucking weirdo? It's like one of those guys. And what was I going with? So the diarrhea hits you out of the blue. And I'm on this bus tour from Guadalajara, And the downtown is pretty sophisticated. It's also white people, it's also stuff. And I'm loving the lights and all churches and the Pope and kids in the window. I was like, oh, this is authentic Catholic church. And the diarrhea, the front of the blue hits me out of nowhere. Like, oh my God, this is horrible, you know? And I go to a bathroom. The guy's like, you have to pay. And he had a little feather earring. He's making cappuccinos and mochas and whatever the fuck they have in Mexico. And I'm trying to take money out of this machine so I can pay him, and it's not working. And guy, it's about to come out. I mean, this is a kid senior year of high school who wears rainbow shirts, and he's ready to tell his parents he's gay. I mean, this is what this shit's like. I mean, it's ready to come out. And I go up to the guy and I go, you know what, guy? And he's speaking Spanish and stuff. And I said, I gotta go poo poo. One thing when you're in a foreign country, if you do sign language or make signs, I gotta fucking go, they understand. Plus, he saw the panic on my face, saw me sweating. He looked at my stomach. He's like, okay, I think I'm reading this guy has shit. And he doesn't go now and do the shit on the floor. I bust into the bathroom, okay? Told the guy I'm gonna pay him after. I rush in there, I'm pulling down my pants and going, no toilet seat. Yeah, I gotta go, no toilet. I gotta hover like I'm an alien over in Mexico. I'm like trying to hold myself up. Yeah, I'm like almost 300 pounds. I'm like trying to hold myself up like fucking Spider-Man, My back's hurting me. I'm like a chiropractor, what's your number? And anyways, I go and I rush out there. I don't pay the guy. I'm like, fuck you. I want to rip out your little feather earring. I did buy a coffee though. I did buy a coffee, so that's something. I said I'll buy something. Let me get something in return. I'm an American. I can't give you something. I get something in return. Like Christopher Columbus, great guy. So we do the tour, all that. We take the train home like at midnight. I mean, guys, this is like if you're from the Bay Area, where the area we're at, it's like Oakland. It's like Hayward. It's not the best area. There's some writing on the wall, but it's not art. They think it's art. You know what I mean? Kind of graffiti. And people are always blown away when you're in another country and start speaking English. You don't want to do that when you're in that area. So, anyways, we go. I try my wife's aunt's food. Great food. I'm later though. I'm like in the bathroom. Fuck the aunt. She shut me up. It's authentic food calls for a lot of lard, which ironically, lard, fat makes me sick. I'm fat. It shouldn't make me sick. This is annoying. But all the food's great. I don't think I could live here and not be 1,000 pounds. Have you seen that director Guillermo del Toro? He did Pan Labyrinth and all that. That guy's like 1,000 pounds. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make fun of that guy. I don't care if he's got the biggest fuba I've ever seen in my life. I get it. That would be me trying to do comedy all out of breath, even more than normal. So by the way, I snuck over like 5'8" and I was nervous on the plane. But the great thing is when you're on vacation and you go to the airport, I'm gonna give you a little tip bring someone that's disabled, okay? Mentally, physically. My wife, she's got her ankle, she's got the boot. We walk in, they're like, oh, you need a wheelchair? We'll push you through security. I mean, guy, if you're terrorists, listen to this, hurt your foot and go through. I mean, because they just they let us through, right? And didn't hardly check the metal detector, hardly went through the bags. And then we get to Mexico and it's same deal, but even they work harder for the money here. I mean, the lady's pushing my wife in the wheelchair, telling us romantic stories, giving us tamales. I'm like, you work here? She's like, yeah, I'm a worker. Uh, I'm blown away by the hospitality. I went in the bathroom. The lady followed me. She goes, "I'll wipe your ass for you." I'm like, "This is awesome. I love Mexico." 5 pesos. That's it. And so, anyways, went through Mexico, and I'm not off the hook yet with the vape pens. You know, uh, I feel like they circumcise people, castrate people too, for bringing weed to the country, especially a white person. Especially a person looking like me. Insurrection should be my middle name. And so I I get to the point where they check everything in Mexico, right? And the wife's in the wheelchair, this tamale lady's pushing us. We go right through everything. No one checks us. They give us a little wave. When you go to another country and get to the airport, you usually hit this button. And if it goes green, they check you. But if it goes red, you can go through. Or maybe I got that backwards. And we never hit the button. The lady just pushed us through. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God. 'Cause I had edibles in the bag and they were starting to smell because the guy I buy them from, it just was basically all weed in it. And I was worried about going to jail. Everything worked out. And so now I am going to go uh, to get our car, right? And so we get the car. Let me tell you, driving to Mexico is no piece of cake. I'm driving, people are yelling at us. I don't know what they're yelling, so that's kind of cool. People take left turns from the far right lane. So you'll be sitting there in your car, and the littlest cars, you rent a car in Mexico, they give you a Tonka toy, okay? And I was fucking sitting there at the light, and it turns green, and this guy comes right in front of me. I thought I was gonna fucking hit him, you know. And the cab driver told us later on that if you get in a car accident in Mexico, the insurance companies just tell them to fucking leave. They can't run because they can't afford to pay out people. I mean, it's fucking horrible. So they drive crazy, and you're not gonna get your car paid to get fixed. So immediately, I'm like, Dave, I can't drive here anymore. So we're done visiting my wife's family, done visiting their bathrooms, and I just added music. I was tripping because I took a little bit of an edible. Mexican people were looking at me walking here, and I thought I was starting to hear music. That's kind of cool, though, huh? Maybe we should walk to the beach. I don't know. The music's kind of too much. Or should we keep it? Fuck it, we'll keep it. So we ended up taking a bus ride to Puerto Vallarta. Now we're in the tourist spot. Now we're feeling rich. Now we're in places. We're in a palace. I mean, the fucking hotel is named after a palace. This place is glorious. It's glamorous. It's everything you want in a hotel. And I'm hoping to give me some free rooms for talking so great about. But I looked at a tip while I was getting my bags out at the hotel here of how not to get sick in Mexico. Okay, and it says don't eat the salads. And I'm like, way ahead of you. I've been eating salads for a couple of years. Look at me. I got bigger tits than my mom. So we unpack our bags, and I'm loving feeling like royalty. Little sad that it's not gonna last forever. Now my goal in life is to become as rich so I can have servants and people put their arm on their chest. I mean, I got passions in life now that I got goals now, be rich so I can have servants. Every bald white guy's dream, right? Oh, and by the way, flying here, I have to mention, um, awkward when there's kids on your flight when you're watching a movie on the pad they give you, and an intense sex scene pops up. People are looking at you, the mom, like, what are you watching? Your wife. Hey, I was like, I swear it's the movie. No on Disney movies only on the plane. I am not getting fucking awkward looks. Very unsettling, especially when you're a little on the plane. You don't want anyone, you know. So we're at the resort, glove in the hand to chest, um, the bathroom. Okay. Now when we get our room, the guy is looking at me kind of weird. Okay. And I'm like, Nancy, maybe he thinks I'm Tom Segura. That's what I usually get back at home. Let's see. We go up to the room. We're checking it out. The bathroom has no fan. Um, ah, that guy was looking at me weird because he knows that room's gonna be stinky. He knows I'm gonna fuck shit up because there's no fan. Here's my deal. You got buffets, you got all you can eat Mexican food. Why you got bathrooms with no fans? That's really my only complaint. You know, I was I was nervous because there's no fan, right? And our second day here, they turn off the water. This is great. It's something you want after eating 5,000 pieces of quesadillas. And I have to go. And my wife's like, go downstairs. And I'm like, I gotta go now. That friend's knocking at the door unexpectedly. I go, throw the toilet paper in there. I'm like, can't flush. Fuck. We leave to go on a day trip to check out the city. And I'm thinking in my head, they're not turning the water on for another couple hours. It's been all day. And they clean our room, you know, which I love, by the way. Oh, someone that cleans the room after you. You're throwing towels in the corner. You're wiping butters on it like you're coming on walls. So, not the last part. It's like royalty. This is what Prince William does. You think Prince William folds up his shit and puts it away? Hell no. He's throwing it on the ground. Pick that up. He's loving life. So I leave this fucking stink grenade in the bathroom, and uh, I'm on the day trip with the wife and kid. Oh my god, I've just murdered the maid. She's dead. She's a goner. No one can handle my stink, and no one probably can handle my stink after hours of it sitting in there with no fan. It's humid here. And I'm fucking nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna go to prison, murder. My whole life flashed before me in my eyes. By the way, I'm high as hell on an edible, so that's probably another reason why I'm paranoid over this stupid shit. And so we get back, and I open the door, and I'm not even religious, and I'm doing the cross, Allah, saying all Buddha, I love you, tell me in your honor, and the tish. Open the door, no maid on the ground, toilet flushed. Now, I will say one thing. Usually they were leaving chocolates on the bed. There was no chocolates on the bed that day, let me tell you. But the only explanation I could think of why an agent passed out or died from fumes is they called in the big one. There's only a little maid who tried to open the door and smelled immediately the fumes and left, and called the fire department, aka the big the big lady, the Hulk of Mexico, and had her go and clean it and flush it and deal with the fumes. Because, bigger people can deal with more fumes. I was a big kid, and I've told this story before in the podcast, but I accidentally turned on my mom's car to listen to music. I didn't have a fucking stereo. She does. Or, I'm kidding. And I had the garage door closed. So I'm breathing in all these fumes, probably why I'm so fucking whack. And for like a good hour. And my mom came in, turned off the car, called me a moron, you know, said, "What are you doing?" And I didn't die. So, moral of the story is if you want to handle fumes, if you're thinking about being a fireman, get fat because you'll handle it more. I I love the pool, by the way. They have pools here. They have like 5 different pools. I'm like, what am I, a prince in Dubai? I bought a turban today. I'm feeling like a prince, baby. It confuses people, by the way, when you're white and you wear a turban. They're like, what is this guy? I'm like, keep keep staring at me and wondering because I just want your attention. Because my parents didn't give it to me. Kidding, they gave me too much attention. Where it's like, I want to go to my room with you by myself. So I I go to one of the pools. And let me tell you, I love the pool, the bar. I've never handled that. If I become rich, I'm making a pool at the bar. Unbelievable. You sit right up there, you get your drink, and I'm sitting at the bar and you're in the water still. And I start to go pee. Now, when you pee in a pool, you gotta act like nothing's going on. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes hard, especially when your pee burns. You're like, the waiter's like, all right. I was like, Um, I was worried my pee was so yellow that I was gonna pump up in the pool. But I asked my kid, he's in the pool, and I'm like, hey man, you need to go pee? He's like, I just went 8 times. I was like, okay. I do like peeing in the pool too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those assholes. But don't put your mouth in the pool. It's a pain in the ass to get up and out to go pee every time. Especially when you got a cocktail there. I was talking to my wife, and she said one of the waiters said I'm cute. How do women do this? You know? Hey, us men do it though too. I've told my wife a couple times. I've made up stories. Hey, the lady at the comedy store is cute. Um, it gets them appreciating you more, and I think my wife felt that way because she had a little pep in her step. She was smiling and moving. I'm like, okay, okay. Still kind of annoying though. It's always slightly annoying. Like this guy saw me with you. That guy, like, come on. But whatever. Men will hit on whatever. We'll hit on a fucking six toy and talk to it, right? I had to get a COVID test while here. You don't have to get a COVID test going into Mexico, but leaving you do. And so since we're leaving today, I got a COVID test, and let me tell you, all negative, just like my personality. I was a little upset though because they did the old school way when we first started up the butt. I was like, Jesus, Pedro. So that was uncomfortable, especially since my son and wife were in the room, and I still had toilet paper in my butt. But we got through it, and apparently my brown says I am negative. I did a really good job not biting my nails here. I'm not supposed to drink the water, so when I wash my hands, I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? So hopefully we don't bite the nails when we get back to the U.S. Not looking forward to coming home. Want to quit being a comedian and whatever else fucking stupid jobs I do, and want to live here. But the problem is, if I wanted to live here, I don't have the money to live glamorous like this. I have to go to the street and sell stuff in the heat. Let me tell you, white people, they can't handle the heat. I put on a gallon of sunscreen. I still got a heat rash. I'm like, am I just because I grew up in the suburbs and my parents called me is like the softness never gonna leave my body. What do I need to do? You know what I mean? Horrible, horrible. And walking around all red, people thinking I'm a strawberry. But we got through it with drugs and alcohol. We got through it because, ironically, I'm a super confident person. Um, and when I take the shirt off, even if I'm a little red, and I'm like, wow. I look in the mirror and I'm like, and I had people looking, no one said I was cute like the guy to my wife, but I did have some people looking, mostly men, mostly because I think my blood crack was showing, but I did have people looking at me, so that's cool. By the way, when you come to a resort, people are a lot more good looking when you're just in a city, right? Um, you, wow, wow. I mean, the men and the women. I was like, oh, am I gay? And the women, I was like, um, I think the wife would understand. Like, married her and left my wife. You know what I mean? It's beautiful people like that. I mean, there's a guy looking at my wife in the pool, and I was like, I would get when my wife would leave. There's a lot of things I would get if my wife left. Yeah, this is fucking paradise. Let's walk to the beach. I want to guys show you the beach before I get out of here, which I'll do my little ad while we're walking here. Put the camera down for a second. Got water. You know, when you're fat in the tropics, you got to drink a lot of water. That's a tip for fat guys. You can come to a country with humidity and not have water. What they have learned the hard way, the throwing up way. But look at this. And I'm in paradise. This is, and I got to leave for the cold and the rain and the job. Not looking forward to it. But that's all right. Look at this. Unbelievable. I can live here. I can live here. I could own this. That'd be great. All the fantasies. The fantasies with your wife and stoner. Oh my god, look at this. Crazy. I'm uh, I'm up super fucking early too. Apparently people on vacation don't wake up early because I don't see one fucking person. But anyways, this is the fucking place right here. The beach. They always got music playing. Really cool. I think they got DJs in the bushes. This place is unfucking real. Unfucking real. You guys need to come to one of our Mexico. You might deal with a lot of diarrhea. Might have to smoke some drugs and enjoy your time. But well worth it. Well worth it. Um, we're gonna walk back to the hotel. But this podcast is brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. Go to silvertongueaudio.org. You will see my podcast there. You're not in the bay. Oh my god, I love this river. Look at the river. Oh, glorious. You'll see Days and Disturbed there. That's free to download. Days and Disturbed, a good, funny horror podcast. And then you'll see the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a great one. It's about video games. It's about video games and addiction. We talk about addiction too, so that's very serious. And you know, these people are in the video game industry. Unbelievable. This is the most ADD podcast I've had. And it's a great podcast to listen to while you're playing video games. So go check out the NPC podcast, Days and Disturbed, and of course, my old episodes of the Day. Free download. No subscription. No Joe Rogan shaming you for getting the vaccine. None of that. Okay? SilverTongueAudio.org. Oh, I can't believe those guys still sponsor me. I love it. You know, it's good to have a little support in life. Grandma tells you to fuck off. The strangers that you've known for a little bit don't. You know what I mean? So we are feeling good about that. But by the way, I'm noticing rain up here. Does that mean I'm getting wiser? Fucking closer to death. Probably the second option. I gotta show you guys this fucking bridge. It's unbelievable. Too. This is a great hotel to come a little lit to. You know that? You're walking around, the fucking music and it's just unreal. Eat your heart out, San Francisco. This place is way better. I'd way rather come here than San Francisco. I haven't seen one fucking bug here. You know, one thing I didn't see is that many cats. I think I started seeing a couple at the end, but mostly dogs. And probably because the dogs fucking eat the cats. The dogs around here are vicious. They're all wild dogs. Also, we have wild raccoons here. You know, we're eating dinner and this raccoon pops up. Motherfucker acting like the waiter and shit. He's waving at us. My wife freaked out. I actually heard my wife say "mommy." I was like, "Oh, this is funny." She got mad. I was laughing at it. But if you want to hear her say it, it's on my raccoon video on my Instagram _ Alex Comedy. It's hilarious and cute. I told my wife that. You tell your significant other if you're laughing at her, say, "Oh my God, but you're so beautiful," and have her kid. Like, "Oh my God, okay, forgive me." I mean, just hit them with a compliment. That's anyone in life. Someone mad at you, you ran over someone's foot with your car. You just say, "Hey man, nice hat. Go Raiders." You know. And they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, hey, not bad. We'll see you." Oh, shit. Ah, that shit. Beautiful. Unreal. I'm probably gonna go have my 10th buffet. It's on buffets here. I mean, no wonder I've been having diarrhea, and walk around at the vape pen. And then I will be back in California later today, ready to hit some open mics, ready to do some shows. Start off 2022 with a fucking bang. Because I got a new one. And talk to the wife. It's like, love you guys. I appreciate the support. I did a best of episode. You should check out my YouTube page. I will see you guys later. Adios. Oh my God, how you turn this thing on?